Right, we should be live. Hello, everybody, and thank you all for joining us today. My name is Tom Anderson with Hendricks Wealth and Estate Management, and today we're going to be discussing the end of the SAVE student loan repayment plan and what affected borrowers should be doing next. Throughout this presentation, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below in the Q&A section in the bottom, and me or maybe one of us can get back to that question at some different point. But we do these every single week, so yeah, if you have any questions, drop them below. But really, the goal today is just to help you understand what has changed, how the transition through all this might affect your monthly payment and your broader financial plan, and what steps that you can begin taking today. Everyone's student loan situation is a little bit different, mine included. So it's important to review your own specific loans, repayment options, your income, your goals before you come and actually make a decision. Now, why are we really even talking about this today? Quick timeline. March 10th, 2026, federal court pretty much pulled the plug on the SAVE plan, killed it outright, and it hit millions of people who were enrolled in it at that time. So if you were in SAVE or you know someone else in SAVE, this is the moment that it all changed. Borrow notification. After that, it's on the Department of Education to reach out and point people towards their own plans. But really, it's tough. The Department of Education might reach out, but it's really, we need a step to move. And that's where July 1st came in. And unfortunately, this was the key transition date. Um, they didn't really start picking a plan starting July 1st. The government gave us 90 days to go in and pick a new plan, or else you would defer out to something else. So you need to be actually locked in a plan 90 days past that, and anyone's still hanging around, you know, look, what can we actually start to switch to? So who is this actually affecting? Now, if you're in the SAVE plan, it's you. If you're sitting in SAVE related forbearance and you think you're good until 2029, unfortunately, that's you too. And if you're going even for the PSLF and we're counting on SAVE payments to count towards that, it's definitely you. If SAVE was a part of your plan at all, we need to sit down, have a conversation, and talk because these are the things that are going to be immediately impacting you. And here's why this isn't just paperwork. Your monthly payment can and probably will change. How interest is going to get calculated is going to change, and your forgiveness timeline could also shift too. And it ripples out. That ripples in your cash flow, your taxes, buying a house, saving for retirement, maybe even your emergency fund. It's a real planning conversation, not really just a loan servicing update. But now, suddenly you might have to look and realize I have a payment that I didn't know about and that I didn't plan on because we said we had until 2028. Well, the government came in and said it's time, it's 90 days after July 1st. But good news, you still have options. IBR, ICR, and Pay. They're all available right now. And starting July 1st, the government introduced a couple new plans. The Repayment Assistant Plan, RAP. It's an income-driven repayment plan. And then they also dropped a tier standard plan, which is a new fixed payment plan with term lengths based on total loan balance, 10, 20, 30 years, whatever. Whichever one of these ends up being right for you really just comes down to your income, your household size, what you're going for. Maybe you're going for a lower payment now. Maybe you're going for more forgiveness later. These are all plans to sit back and try to figure out what's the best one for me. So how do you even pick? I mean, you hear all these terms, IBRs, ACRs, RAPs. It can get kind of confusing. Really ask yourself one question. Is my goal to get the lowest monthly payment today, the lowest cost over time, or the most avenue for forgiveness? And once you know that, then just kind of line up the options side by side, compare the payments, the total costs, the forgiveness aspects, the PSLF impact if you're in public service, um, taxes, and just how it fits into your budget today. Obviously, it's not an expense anybody wants to increase, you know, or was expecting to increase anytime soon. But unfortunately, this is something that we have to start looking at. So here's what to actually do this week. Go in, log in to studentaid.gov and check everything. Find who your servicer is, what's your loan balance, what's your loan type even, what rate are you getting, what current plan are you in, if you're in the safe plan or not, and then watch for the official notice. You probably already received that, you know, here within the last couple months or especially on July 1st. And then just start running the numbers. If you're doing that PSLF, check your status on it and see if that's been affected. But whatever you do, just don't ignore the notices, don't ignore the deadlines because um, unfortunately they're coming up and they're coming up pretty fast. And here's a few things that people get wrong. Don't skip these. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't grab the lowest payment without seeing what it actually does to your cost long term. Just because one payment plan might be a little bit cheaper today doesn't mean it's going to be cheaper forever. Um, But don't assume that every loan is going to qualify for every plan either because they don't. And these can hit your taxes. If you're doing PSLF, don't let your certification lapse either. And just make sure that these are actually going towards what you want it to go towards. So, where do we go from here? You should check where your loans stand today, pull together your income, your household info, compare your options, and before you lock anything in, talk to your servicer, talk to somebody like us um, to see how that fits into your financial plan and your future goals. Um, do all this before that deadline hits, and just don't have to figure this out alone. I know it's kind of fresh, it's kind of new, but we're looking towards the future here. And a little quick update for everybody. No, that was kind of quick. So if you got questions, you can throw them down below. Um, But we got a couple upcoming webinars here in the near future. On the 29th, Jim Hendricks will be having a presentation. We do these every single week. So that is next Wednesday at the same exact time, hopefully 11:30 Central Time, 12:30 Eastern Time. On the 5th, it will actually end up being me, Tom Anderson, instead of Jim Madel. And then on the 12th, it will be Sean Hendricks. Uh, so you can sign up there on the link, hendrickswealth.com/events. And should be able to sign up for any of our upcoming webinars on that. Now, I'll give a couple minutes here for Q&A. I don't see any, but here's our contact information. There's our Bradenton number. Our office line where I work down there is our 941-308-9862. And there's our Algonquin, Illinois office information as well as the phone number there, 847-428-3997. And you can feel free to sign up for any of our upcoming webinars on hendrickswealth.com/events, or just go check out our website at hendrickswealth.com and kind of get a feel for what it is that we do here and, kind of services we offer. And if you would like to set anything up, feel free to either email that number, give us a call, or shoot us any kind of message through our website or Facebook. And we'd love to get in touch about how maybe we can help you with your student loans as well as anything else in your financial picture. And I don't see any Q&A questions. I don't see any questions. So again, I just wanted to thank everybody for being here today. If you're watching this after the fact, and you have any kind of questions at all, we're happy to help. Just shoot us an email or a call at any of our numbers there, info at Hendricks Wealth, or our phone numbers. And really, when you're ready, we're ready, and we'd love to have a conversation. So if that's something you'd like to move forward with, just give us a call. But again, I want to appreciate all you taking the time out, and this ended up being relatively short, so hopefully I didn't squeeze too much into anybody's lunchtime uh, with this one. But hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we'll be in touch. Bye.